Okay, so on this tutorial, we're going to actually break into the plugins one by one, and I'm going to start with all-in-one security. So if you'll stick with me, let's just go through and set up all-in-one security settings. You can do that from either clicking in the plugins area and clicking settings, or you can go here to the sidebar, which has WP security. I'm going to do it from here because honestly, I'm going to go line by line and go through each one of these to set them up. So here we go. The first thing we need to do is go into the dashboard. And it's going to tell us that our security is really low. I love how it does this. It shows that everything is really ugly here, that we got some bad stuff going on and we need to work on it. So let's get started. I'll come back to this and show you what it looks like when we're done. So settings, let's go in here first. All right, we're just going to take our time and go through each thing. You can back up your database, you can back up all this stuff here. I'm not going to do that. Here, if you have any problems with it, you can just disable all security and firewall rules with one click, but I don't need that either. For now, I'm just going to go into the htaccess file config, and I'm not actually going to do anything here and check it. Okay, WP, yeah, good. If I need to restore or whatever, I can do that here. No, and I'm not going to import export. I'm good. Okay. I'm going to go to user accounts now, line by line, and this is not good. See how I named it admin? I wanted to do that on purpose so you can see how bad it is. We cannot leave this named admin. It's got to be named something better. So I'm going to edit the user and create a new one that's safer. We're going to go in here. It takes us back here. I'm going to even take out admin nickname because I don't want them to know that it's the admin. So I'm going to name it Beautiful World. I'm going to have it display that way. And then it says usernames cannot be changed, but I'm going to update it and show you how we can change it. So that's updated. Go down here back to this user accounts. And then we're going to do this, change admin username, right? In here, we're going to change it, and it's actually going to change it in there. You can't change your admin username in WordPress without having something else do it for you like this. This software does it, so we're going to name it something else. We can name it something very hard or whatever, but I'm just going to call it Beautiful World, and I'm changing it. Now I need to write that down because it's no longer admin. From this moment on, we have a brand new username and we're logged out. So we have to start over. So I got to put in the new, right? You get it? Beautiful World admin. I got to put in the password again, which I have to pull out of my notes real quick. Take me a second. You know, and it's long. I still have to change this later. It'll have me do it in a minute. I want to tell you one thing about usernames or passwords. If you have a password that's shorter than 16 characters, change your password. If your password doesn't have, look, my LastPass just picked it up and asked me to add it. I'm just adding it. I use LastPass as a password manager. I use passwords that are more than 16 characters. I use uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols in mine. So they're very complicated. I also let LastPass generate them for me. So I'm very secure, and I don't have to worry about saving all of them because LastPass pops up and asks me to save it just like that right there. So now everything's safer in here. That's much better. And after this video, I'm going to change that too because I don't want this client to be hacked. So you see what I'm doing here? It's very, very secure. Now I'm going to go on to user logins. We're back in here, so expect all this to happen. Enable lockdown feature, yes. Allow unlock request. You can do that. I will not. You need to put in the max login attempts. Max time period for retries. Let's make them wait a while. Max time of logout. There you go. I'm going to display a generic error message. I'm going to instantly log out invalid usernames. Folks, if you're in here, and I don't want to be updated because people are hacking our sites constantly. So check out this. Any of this stuff is going to get you locked out. And if you're one of my Security guys, I need you to fill this out exactly like you see here. Also add to this list, admin is going to get them logged out, administrator. Immediately. They're going to be immediately logged out on admin or administrator because we don't do it. Security, cyber security, right? Those are all immediate lockouts because they don't exist. And that's going to keep people from hitting our site over and over and over again. If someone is locked out on one of those, then you can go down here and unlock them if you have another user login. My encouragement is to have more than one user login at this point. If you're not used to this, please don't do what I just did without having another user that's an admin level user just in case you lock yourself out so you can get back in and help yourself. But whatever you do, I need all of these set on any of our clients. So if you're doing it, do it just like this. So look at it one more time. Boom, unchecked. Those are my numbers, check, check, and these are things I put in here. Right. Now, failed login records. There's not going to be any in here. So there's none done it right now. Force logout. You can force anyone out of the site at any time if you need to. Boom. So if you want to force a user to be logged out after a certain amount of time, yes. We're going to log out after they've been still, I'm not going to do an hour. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They may leave it open for a while. For 2 hours. If it's left open for 2 hours, they're logged out automatically. It's not going to stay open. Here's our activity logs. We can look at those. I'm the only one in there. You can see I'm even at that IP right now. Which I don't have a static IP, so it's always changing. I don't mind you seeing that. And there's only one person in here, right? So then let's go to the next thing. User registration. So on this, check this if you want to automatically disable all newly registered accounts so you can approve them manually. Yes. Now the catch is, if you enable this, you also have to come in here and enable them. So when they pop up here, that even means if someone creates the login under the users, if someone adds a new one here, I'll show you. So let's add that second account. The username is going to be, I'm going to name it client login for now. Okay. No, I don't want that changed. Client login. Email is going to be my email again for now. Boom. That's all done. I'm not going to press show password because I don't want you to know. I'm setting up as a subscriber. I'm going to delete this later. So here it is. Add new. That user's in there. Now look. That user is not live until you go into user registration and it captures it right here in just a little bit and you have to approve registered users. Let's see if it goes through. All users. Might not even created it. It did not create it. All users. For some reason. All right, let's try it again. Oh, same password. Same email. Won't let me do it on the same email. All right, let's try it again. That's something else you need to know. You have to have different emails. Email is required. So let me do this one. Move it here, send a user email. I'm going to name it contributor. Add new user. Here it comes. All right, this one should work. All right, see, I didn't give it a different email. So there it is. All right, now let's go back to WP Security, user registration. Right here, it'll pop up later. Once it pops up, that user login right here, all users, you're going to see it pop up as they try to log in, and I haven't tried to log in yet. Once they try to log in, it's going to populate inside of here. They're going to say, hey, my account doesn't work, and you're going to go in here. That same user is going to be, registration. The same user is going to be right here, and you're going to have to press to allow them in. All right, I'm not going to keep on that. That's good enough for now. You just have to go back and do it. All right, registration page CAPTCHA settings. This is so someone can't register without putting in a CAPTCHA text. CAPTCHA text is that short text that you use when you're doing a login or something that makes you put in extra characters to prove you're not a robot. So I'm going to add that. That makes that much more safe. I'm going to also put in a registration honeypot. A honeypot makes things think if a computer comes through here and does this, it adds an extra check mark in a box that you can't see if you're human, and that lets my system know that you're fake, you're not a human being, and you're going to be kicked out. I mean, yeah, that's right, you're going to be kicked out. So let's use registration is done. There you go. This is a lot of effort, so stick with me. Look at this. We got to fix our database security. The database is not good at WP. Everyone can read this. I'm a hacker as well as a developer. I can hack your site if I can see this WP underscore and I know what to look for and I know what to do. So we're going to create something else that I can't find easily and hackers can't find. So please do this. You're going to go in here and check to generate a new one. Let them do it for you. So change the database prefix. Again, I'll change this again because I want my client to be safe when this is done, but I'm trying to show you guys how it automatically works. And now, look at this. Boom, it's been completed. So let's go back in here and click again to prove that it's done. It'll tell you, boom, it's done, right? So there, that's done. We're safer. There's the database backup. If we ran one, you can enable automatic schedule backups right there. Check this out. I'd say 4 weeks is good. You may want to make it lower. Number of backup files to keep, 2. And then you're going to send the backup file via email right here if you want it. I'm not sending that to myself, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to save it there locally in the system, and then you've got it. All right, great. Now, file system security. It says we need to set recommended permissions. Let's do that. All right, and it's done. That's done. How you like that? Pretty. Who is lookup? So this is for later. You can look up detailed information about an IP that's coming at you and look it up and find them and block them. That goes along with Blacklist Manager. You can blacklist certain IPs right here. You click it, and then you add the ones you don't want in there, and it will literally blacklist them immediately. They cannot come in and mess with you. You can also block certain countries if you want to. So that's another option. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going into Firewall. If you got someone hacking you and you can see it caught in these firewall settings, which you can see, put them in the blacklist and then they'll stop bothering you. And that's what I would do. Enable basic firewall protections, yes. I'm not going to completely block access to this because, actually I am, because it's not something I want folks to see on this client. Use Jetpack. There we go. There we go. That's better. So that's going to stop it from the right things. Okay, do that on our sites, guys. There's the settings you want. Perfect, because we do use Jetpack. If you use Jetpack or WPIOS or other apps which need this, then check this. All right. Additional firewall rules. Let's go on in. Disable index use. Disable trace and trap. Forbid the proxy comment posting. Deny bad query. Enable advanced character string filter. Set firewall. Makes you so much safer. Okay. This is the 6G blacklist rules, and if you want to apply 6G blacklist firewall protection from this group, you can do it. If you want to add 5G, boom. So I'm going to do it. Set that. Extra rules. These are really good extras. Internet bots. Here we go. Check this out. Block fake Google bots. Now the catch is, sometimes will block other bots that are not malicious. Bing and Yahoo won't be affected, but some others will. We're going to block them to save these guys. All right, prevent hot links to images. We're going to do that. This is a real big help. It takes the drag off your site. You can see a lot of these things are great firewall tools for detection. Check this if you want to enable lockout of selected IP addresses, right? We're going to do that. Save settings. Boom. Custom rules. Anything else in here we can put. I'm not going to put anything else in here because I don't need to at this point. So let's move on to brute force. All right. Brute force settings. Enable rename login page. This is huge. We're going to name the login page something else. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So this is up to you to put on here. And I am going to go in here and, okay, let's see if I can do it this way. We'll go in here and copy this because that's my new login space. Click Save Settings. And I'll have to change this later so it's really safe, but there you go. You can copy paste that and keep it for later. I'm going to write mine down. Now, someone cannot log in without coming to this exact page. This disables the ability to put, beautiful world beautifulworld.biz/WP-login or WP-admin. You can't go there. It won't work. So this is really, really, really great. Very, very safe. So we've got that now. Happy with that. Now let's go on and cookie-based brute force prevention. Let's see. I'm going to leave this one alone because I'm doing login. That's the one I want, login CAPTCHA. So here it is. I'm going to login CAPTCHA, CAPTCHA on custom login form, and this. There you go. I'm not doing the cookie base because it'll get you logged out. And if you're locked out as an admin, you can't fix your site. It's very hard. Or you have to go into htaccess and do something. Or you have to go into the root and delete from the web host side the actual plugin. And it takes a lot of effort. And I don't want to do that to you. So I'm going to leave this guy alone. It's perfect. Now there's a login whitelist. I can add my own IP address to this if I wanted to. And I can add IP whitelisting if I wanted to. So I'm going to do that. So enable IP whitelisting. I'm going to add 9.7. Even though this one is not static, it will show up here again. So there we go. So there's one. All right, Honeypot. This is the last thing on these, and I suggest doing it. Honeypot on the login page. A computer now will no longer be able to hack that login page with a brute force attack because it's going to fill in the wrong thing. Spam prevention. We're almost done, guys. Enable CAPTCHA on comment form, and then block spam bots from commenting. Boom, we just saved ourselves so much time with spam prevention. And actually, to be honest, I think this does much better work for us than even using a Kismet. So if you can't do a Kismet, just use this. There's a scanner, there's maintenance, and miscellaneous. We're not doing any of those. So we've done everything. Let's go back to the dashboard and look at what it looks like. So we're back in dashboard. And look at this. Our score is huge. It's ginormous. Very strong. We are really, really in a great place. So, folks, that's how you set this up. This is what it looks like. And you have now set up WP security. I encourage you to set up on all your sites. It very rarely changes, so this tutorial will be very helpful way into the future. And that's it. Stick with us to look through the rest of our tutorials as we go through each one of our other plugins that are challenging to set up. Thank you for tuning in. And if you want to go even further, there's other WordPress setup recommendations for tutorials such as Divi. We're going to do the Divi theme. I'm going to teach you how to set it up and install it, as well as so many